So, I've been playing Indiana Jones every day for the last 4 days, and I grew up watching the movies and playing the Lego games, so I was really excited for this game to come out, but I didn't have very high expectations. It's from a studio I don't know much about, and lately there just hasn't been any good story games to come out, so I wasn't sure. Also can't remember the time I actually had a good experience with a story game that was based off of a favorite movie series of mine, but I patiently waited on this. It's on Game Pass, so it was no loss for me. I wasn't spending the money, and I just knew I had to crack Indiana Jones's whip just one time in my life in some form of a video game or something. To start this off, the game had a lot of bugs. I literally dealt with this issue the entire way through the game. Ew. Look how smooth, look how like crispy smooth. Crispy smooth. I have to restart the game probably, bro, and I'm dreading it. Like I said, I don't want to at all. Crashed my stream like 20 times. For some odd reason, it kept running at like 10 FPS even when it was on all low settings and at 1080p. PC should have no problems running this game either. It has 32 gigs of RAM at DDR5, Ryzen 7600, and an RTX 3070 to top that off. I could not find the issue. I sat there and tweaked the settings for like an hour and a half, and I still had no avail. The only fix I found was sometimes you can randomly alt-tab and it'll stop the hiccups from occurring as bad. Holy hell! It's doing it again! Hold on. This game is so silly, man. I checked my temperatures, my PC wasn't overheating. I tried playing it off of stream and it still had the issue, so I just am not sure why it was doing that. If I change a setting and then restart the game and relaunch it, I'll get like a few good hours of steady gameplay where it's no issues. And then out of nowhere, it'll just lose all of its frames and I'll have to restart, and I'll have to restart it 2 or 3 times and it'll fix itself again. It was really frustrating, and I actually completely quit playing the game for a day due to it crashing out on me and just making me really mad. Now, that being said, once the game is working, oh my god. It is by far the most beautiful thing I've ever witnessed as far as video games go. The graphics are just 1 to none. I have not seen a game look this good and look like a movie in some cutscenes like this game just does. The hair quality is by far the best I've ever seen in any game. The sweat dripping down on his face. I mean, it's just everything looks so realistic. I would argue that this game almost looks better than real life. I recently got a 1440p monitor, and it's just ridiculous. I will replay this game once the bugs are fixed with the graphics just to play it at ultra settings, just so I can see what it looks like. I played it all low, and I literally could not tell the difference between it being real life and it being a game. It did a really good job at making the environments feel alive too. Making Indiana Jones fit well in every area was something I was really worried about. I was kind of worried it was just being a bunch of sand areas where it was like one big map and I just go into a random tunnel constantly for no reason and just do like a little puzzle. But it genuinely had some of the most beautiful nature I've seen that varied. We had snow areas, we had jungles, we had swamps, we had all kinds of different stuff. It had a lot of variety with the areas, like the greenery in the starting area. Then when you go to Thailand, also a little fun note, the Thai language is actually really well done in this game, and the Thai area. My grandmother grew up in Thailand, and she's been using the same greeting as they do since I was a child. Where are we even at? Are we in Thailand, dude? Are we going home? Am I going to my homeland? Oh, it is Thailand. That's Thai writing. We actually are in Thailand.
Thank you so much. Very happy.
Hey, I know that my grandma says that. Yeah. My grandma says that actually. Sawadee. Yeah. I actually know what that means. That's like a greeting. Now, I know they probably have literally real Thai actors playing the characters, but it's just a neat little thing. Even she said it looks very beautiful and very familiar to real life where she grew up. While it may not be perfect, it is kind of fitting for the area and time frame that they're kind of shooting for. Again, if anybody would know, it would be my grandmother. She grew up there and is the best judge I could find. Back to the different areas. You go into the sand area where everything's hot and you can't even see the torch in front of your face when it's lit because it's so sunny out. It's just a really beautiful game if you really like nature, and it'll bring you into like a world you can't even replicate in real life unless you just have unlimited money to go fly around every end of the world. They did an amazing job with that. If they could do half of this quality in VR, I feel like I would literally just never take off the VR headset. I would just live in whatever universe it would be in. Also, another thing they did amazingly well was adding in all the Indiana Jones jokes and without being so corny.
You must prove yourself, Dr. Jones.
Better reach in there. Oh, it's a snake. It's a snake, ain't it? It's a snake. They're gonna start busting out laughing at his ass. He's gonna shit his pants. Him being terrified of snakes and having spiders crawl down his back and being chased by something or falling into water, it felt straight out of the movie. I was worried it was going to be really corny about the snakes and all the fears and stuff like that, but no, they didn't do it. All right. Oh my fucking, oh, please, get back. We're just pissing him off too. That's all you doing, blowing on him. They jumping me, they jumping me. I'm telling you, I'd about shit my pants right now. Ooh, shit, dude. That actually scared the piss out of me. No. 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 I ain't got enough stamina, please. Make it quick. Oh, whoever this is, they're getting a blowy. I thought it was going to almost be like the Lego game where it's like almost comical, but really, it felt like a real person getting scared of snakes and someone that's not scared of snakes like me laughing at them. Now, something else that felt straight out of the movie that blew my mind was the voice actor. I did not know this, but this is the exact same voice actor as Joel from the Last of Us series. It's Troy Baker. I couldn't even tell it was him for like the first 6 hours I played until someone was like, oh, the voice actor's name is Troy Baker for this game. I was like, oh my God. That's the dude from Last of Us. He sounds exactly like Harrison Ford from like 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
She said I was too busy chasing the past.
Looks and sounds just like the Indiana Jones movies I grew up on, and it made me want to go back and watch the movies, which I'm actually actively doing. It's on my TV right now above me. And there are some scenes in the prologue of this game that are literally direct shots from the movies. It's insane how accurate it is, and it's really cool to see them recreate movie scenes into a video game like this, because it's something I haven't really seen at all done. One of my favorite parts of the game is probably the fist fighting and combat. You can literally beat people into a bloody pulp without even taking a drop of damage if you're good enough. Spoilers ahead, the only time I got mad at the combat was when I was fighting the giant, Locust. Both the times I fought him, I felt like he was almost invincible, and it's just really annoying to have to hit somebody that much, that hard for so long. Why are you free? Hell, I'm down times. You should be free by now. We'll keep going for like next 10 minutes, but there's nothing to do. Every time I call the boss, yeah, that's not so good. That's only 2 this guy. I don't know how many times, dude. I'm going to help. Might as well. I don't know if I'm confused. Dude, like, is he just, I don't understand. This will do that. Oh, I'm fine, man. Alright, listen, something's got to be wrong, man. This shouldn't be doing this, right? And I was on like one of the easier difficulties, so I can only imagine if you were on extra hard. I did get his little attack pattern down eventually, but it was just really annoying to have to knock him down 17 times and shoot him like 8 times. Something about this game that I didn't really know if I liked or hated until later was this game doesn't even really show you how to do anything. I didn't even know you could do takedowns, and I didn't know you could grab people, but I found that out later on. It doesn't really have a tutorial for some of the smaller things in this game. It'll show you how to use the whip, and it'll show you how to walk around and punch people. But you have to figure out all the other stuff on your own. One of the things that can be hit or miss for me is probably the stealthing. I'm f***ing out. Fuck. Sometimes I can get away with walking in front of somebody's eye line and just not get noticed at all when I should have. And then sometimes I get spotted in the most dumbest way you can imagine. It really grinded my gears and it really got me angry, but I'm trying not to get angry anymore. My New Year's resolution is not to have any more rage, so I'm not angry. The thing about this game is the fact that there's so many bugs, some of the questionable combat choices, all the issues, I still continue to fight through all of that just to get to play this game. It is that good. The story is like no other. There's so many different elements to it. You can adventure around. I stuck to the main story, and I didn't find even a quarter of the extra stuff you can probably get in this game. The puzzles are actually a blast. You guys know me, I hate puzzle games, but there's different difficulties. So if you're bad at puzzles like I am, you can put it on the easiest difficulty and have a lot of fun with them, actually. It's one of the best games we will ever get to see, in my opinion. Especially coming from a movie series that was absolutely amazing. For them to do it in a video game form and it actually work was just really surprising to me. The characters have love in their hearts and have tragic stories and losses in the story. The plot with the entire game sticks with you throughout the entire thing. You never forget your goal. You never lose your purpose. You never feel like you're just randomly doing stuff that doesn't matter. You always are connected to the plot of the game and the people that are involved in the plot. This game has so much replayability just for the graphics alone, but for the story itself too. I love this game and I really hope you guys enjoyed it too. I hope I talked about everything that you guys wanted me to, and feel free to leave your experience with the game down below as well. I tried not to spoil too much about the game. I know some of the things I talked about may be a little bit of spoilers, and I am showing gameplay in the background, so please, I really tried not to spoil it for you guys, so I hope I did a decent job. I didn't want to ruin it for you guys because I really think you have to play this for yourself and get to experience the feeling of this game. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please leave a like and sub. We are so close to 2,000 subscribers. It is so close. I can see it through my eyelids at night. Anyways, that's it for me. Bye.